you can't understand what's happening in the office market, especially in the US, but also outside, without understanding this shift in demand that has occurred. And I think the best way to think of it is as a negative demand shock that is resulting in lower space requirements per worker. So in the US, we talk about being bullish as being optimistic generally and being bearish as being pessimistic. Bulls charge forward, bears hibernate. And so that's one of the phrases that we use. And our forecast is on the pessimistic side relative to other commercial real estate analysts in the US. The reason for that is that we are looking at leasing behavior very closely, because it takes much more time for companies to adjust their occupancy footprint than it does to adjust the number of workers they have, for example. And so only about half, actually a little less than half of leases that were in force before 2020 have faced an expiration since 2020, which means over half of them have yet to expire. And what we are seeing in recent leasing trends is that as these leases expire, companies are acting by shrinking, often moving and shrinking at the same time, moving to better, higher quality space and reducing the amount of space that they are leasing. We expect that trend to continue. We think leasing behavior in the coming 2 to 3 years will look more like it has been in the last 6 to 12 months than it looked in 2018 and 2019, for example. So that's why our forecast is somewhat more pessimistic. Certainly there are upside risks as companies are being more forceful in trying to bring their workers back to the office and using that space. But we think that with everyone now paying attention to office utilization, how efficiently they're using their space, we think that pressure, that downward pressure on per worker demand will persist for the next couple of years.